folks? Well, it's Alan Rubel again, coming back at you from Ozark Mountain Outdoor Adventures. Coming to you today with our season finale episode. But before we do that, I just want to take a quick moment to thank all the individuals who has helped and supported me throughout this season on social media, and also the like-minded outdoor enthusiasts who was able to come along on some of these late season hunts. It was really some of the best hunts of the year by far. So anyway, before we do that, I just wanted to do a quick recap a little bit on some of the hunts here this season. The bow season really started off slow and difficult. It was very hot. I had some encounters with some does, but was getting busted big time there on a few hunts, and really didn't even see any bucks until the later portion of October. And then the second day of gun season, I was able to harvest this big monster buck, the one with the unique side. My son was also able to take his first white-tailed deer. And then I was able to team up with Cary Wells from Bow Hunt Wyoming, and also my good buddy Nick, where you will see him harvest a alternative method doe this year. So congratulations again to him. But anyway, we're going to get to it here in just a moment. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we're going to have a tremendous year for 2018-2019 season. Is definitely going to be epic. We got a lot of things on the agenda we're going to be doing, but you'll have to stay tuned here with us to see what unfolds here in the future for us. So without any further ado, let's get into this season finale episode. Alright, well, this first hunt here is a little bit of a unique hunt. I was really having some difficulty on the video editing aspect side of things, and really just kind of went a whole new direction after this hunt. I was having difficulty being able to share one video to different mediums. And so I was kind of using my phone at the time for my point of view interview camera, and it was really just making things extremely difficult being able to stream that with the HD footage from the HD camera. So anyway, what you'll see here is it was a cold morning. It was December 8th, the day before my birthday. It was about 17 degrees. We had about 10-mile-per-hour winds, and really wasn't having a whole lot of action. This was a doe spot for me. And I'd had success out of this tree before in the morning, and lo and behold, we had a deer just come, well actually two deer, matter of fact, come in on me real quick. I put all my focus on this single deer. It came right underneath the tree. If I did not have the camera, wasn't trying to get it on film, I could have taken this deer really easily. But I was wanting to get some footage, and also it came on me so quickly that I really did not have my bow in my hand. I wasn't quite expecting it. But it did get out to about 40 yards, right into my shooting lane where I had that tree marked. I knew the distance, and just see what happens here. All right, folks. Well, you can definitely tell that that was an exciting, but yet still frustrating a hunt there. And like I had mentioned before, I was just having a little bit of difficulty on the video editing aspect side of things, and was just having some difficulties being able to stream and use the two different mediums together. So unfortunately, I won't be able to get these interviews of me in the woods. But maybe I can share those as a standalone video of themselves. But anyway, at the time I wasn't sure of what made me miss by such a large margin. And then after reviewing the footage, you could see that my Rage 2-inch broadhead had opened prematurely before the shot. And I just did not know that at the time, and thought it was just because I was trying to do so many things at one time. But I did have some shot opportunities this season and wasn't able to seal the deal. But anyway, I was just happy to be out into God's creation, and very thankful for that buck that I was able to take with my rifle. Outdoor Adventures. Well, it is December 9th, my birthday. Hoping to get a birthday buck. With me today is Cary Wells from Bow Hunt Wyoming. He's technically the shooter today, but I'm going to be his cameraman, so hopefully it works out to where he can get a big buck and I would get a big buck. That'd be great. But anyway, looking forward to a good evening ahead. The wind's in our favor. We're in a spot where I've actually been wanting to sit for a couple of years now, so hopefully it'll pan out for us this evening. Stay tuned. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of me and Cary Wells teaming up from Bow Hunt, Wyoming. And really just wanted to talk a little bit about what happened there, and if you didn't catch that on video, I know some of that footage was a little bit shaky. I was having extreme difficulty finding that deer. It was just super thick. He was quite a bit far away, and I just was having a struggle there finding it, and then it finally bedded down right in front of Cary at 40 yards from the tree. But if you did not notice there in that video, we at first expected that to be a large doe, and after it had bedded down in front of Cary for what was about an hour and a half, you could see in the video there that it did have dropped antlers. So I do believe that this was one of my top 3 shooter bucks who have came in and had dropped his antlers early. Now, I don't know if it was Goliath, who I've been hunting the early season bow season, but it was at least one of the top 3 shooters. I did a little bit of research after this video because usually in my mind it should have happened January to February time frame, and I had read that when testosterone drops, then the nutrients it causes the antlers to drop. So this could have been number 2 or number 3 shooter with the dominant Goliath buck breeding the does, and it could have caused him to have early lack of testosterone. But anyway, even though we didn't have success, it was still a plus, being that Cary was ready to pull the trigger on this deer. It was definitely a shooter buck by the body size, and then we were able to find out that he did not kill this deer, so it has another season, and we can hunt him next year. All right, well, this was definitely a fun hunt coming up. It was myself and Cary Wells from Bow Hunt Wyoming. We were teaming up for a Christmas break adventure together, and it was just a good time to be out in the woods. We had a cold, crisp, ended up turning out to be a rainy evening at a place I was sure to see a deer, and well, you'll just see how things turn out on this hunt. All right, folks, well, we're getting ready to head in here. Hopefully we'll have some success this evening. The temperature has just dropped off, so it is definitely cool. So hopefully we'll have some deer moving here. Stay tuned with us. We'll see how it turns out.
us this evening. He's the shooter. Basically, we've already taken the stance of if it's brown, it's down. So hopefully there's enough deer still left in here that they've got to eat at this food plot this evening. But the woods is cool. It's calm. No squirrels, no nothing. So I've got to get off here and be quiet before we get some deer movement coming in here. So stay tuned with us.
All right, well, that was definitely a fun adventure. And at this point of the season, you know, it was December 23rd. It was Christmas break. We're going to have some time off, and we were definitely already had made up our minds that if it was brown, it was down. Unfortunately, it began to rain that evening, and we just had to cut our hunt a little bit early. We did do a spot and stock on the way out, but unfortunately we had just not seen any deer that evening. But you know, I did give this conservation area the new Conservation Area of the Year award. I had consistently been seeing deer time and time again. As the area I killed this monster buck from, my son had killed a doe. I put a shot on another doe, and I was still seeing deer. The only day that I had not seen deer was the day that I brought Cary along. Man, I told him he shouldn't have been eating those onions.